For the past 200 years, the world has been changing into an industrial society. Manufacturing and machines dominate the landscape. And now, increased technology in huge developing countries are further adding to our insatiable need for energy.
The world is on a brink of an energy crisis.
The first part of our energy crisis has to do with demand. The United States has been the top consumer for energy for almost 100 years. But now large countries like China and India are becoming more industrialized. That means more cars, more lights, and more energy being used. China has recently become the second largest consumer of oil in the world. And like many countries, they are growing more and more each year. Also, as technology expands, so does energy usage. For instance, in 1970 there were only 200 million cars in the world. In 2010, that number jumped up to almost 750 million. Another example is that there are more than 2.4 billion cell phone users and more than 1,000 new customers are added every minute. Things like cell phones, personal computers, and microwaves weren't around your home 30 years ago. Now all over the world, these items are being plugged in and are using up lots of energy. Countries will continue to industrialize, and technology will also keep expanding, making the demand for energy increase along with it. Most of the world fuels this ever-expanding need for energy with fossil fuels. And this leads us to the second part of the energy crisis. A fossil fuel is any combustible organic material which can be pulled from the earth and converted into energy. The most common ones are oil, coal, and natural gas. Fossil fuels are formed by decaying material that decomposes over millions of years.
The problem is, just like every natural resource, there's only a limited supply of them. One day, we're gonna run out.
Currently, we use 31 billion barrels of oil a year. At this rate, if we don't continue to find new sources of oil, then eventually it could all dry up. If oil starts running out and our demand keeps rising, prices will skyrocket, causing turmoil all around the world. The need for fossil fuels has already led to conflicts in the Middle East, and considering our shaky relationships with oil-producing nations like Iraq, Iran, and Venezuela, an oil shortage would surely lead to more conflicts. The other problem with fossil fuels is its effects on the environment. When fossil fuels are burned to create energy, CO2 emissions are carried into our atmosphere. These CO2 emissions thicken our atmosphere, which trap in UV rays, creating the global warming effect. Global warming has caused the Earth's average climate to rise, which is melting the ice caps, causing ocean levels to rise, and beginning to cause major problems to the Earth. The world's energy supplies is running out. As the world grows and expands, the need for energy increases. The continued reliance on fossil fuels will lead to conflicts over oil use with other countries and serious problems with our environment. This trend does not look like it's about to slow down.
As time goes on, we need to change. The energy crisis is real, and it isn't about to go away.